right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Room to run past midfield, and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
11. 12.
Garoppolo on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Geis, his first carry of the game, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. On second down, here's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Over!
On the ground, Geis. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
1 Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
11. Hey, go.
Garoppolo. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice.
And that's caught inside the 35. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
12. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zadarius Smith. in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
13, 6. Hey, go.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's James. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cassius Marsh able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
11, 12, fellas, here we go. 65. 6. Go ahead. 21, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo dancing to his left. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's James. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third down, Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Here's James. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him, key the tight end. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson looking deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Alert. 3 down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Over. Shift.
Right back to him on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Over. Kill. Watch you now, Barney.
Here's McKissick. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun!
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Gun! Detroit!
Now Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
With it is Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Over!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Gun!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Detroit!
Jackson will throw again. Being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts It's more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get it.